What up?
What's happening? Like, what's going on? Man, I feel like I just seen you.
Right? That was a quick turnaround there, bro.
I feel like I just seen you. I still got on the shirt and tie. You know, I switched the shirt and the tie up a little bit, but I got slides on today.
Yeah, I got the Jack Jones shirt, just a different one this time. This is the OG.
Oh, you see? Oh, and now you got Max in the background.
Yeah. I had something. I was over here at my lady crib, so I had to have something at the crib. I had the Crosby jersey.
I see it. The lighting is clean, bro. The camera work is a little bit different. I don't know, man. You might have to switch locations.
Right? Just started recording here at the kitchen.
All right. Is that what's going on? You in the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen right now. Don't ask why we got a nail up there. I don't know what it's for, but there's a nail up there.
Oh, I can't see nothing up there. There's an L up there.
No, like a little nail, that's how the jersey hanging right there.
Just right in the kitchen. Why are you hanging jersey? Whatever, bro.
Hey, man, because we our defense gonna be feasting this year, you know.
Okay, that's why y'all hanging jerseys in the kitchen. Shut up, Mike.
Yeah, we eating.
You know what we waiting on right now? We waiting on Mr. Hollywood. We waiting on the first beat reporter I ever followed, and that's Vic Tafur, bro.
Okay.
And you know, the cool thing about this shit is that I got a chance to interact with him on Twitter a long time ago. You know, I thought I was gonna write some shit for Bleacher Report.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it was a long time ago. I thought I was gonna write some shit for Bleacher Report, and I asked him, I say, hey, how do I get started? What do I need to do? He was like, bro, why? No, at the time, it wasn't really lucrative or interesting or anything like that. And, I was starting to do draft shit. I think this was like 2012, bro. It was a long time ago. But he always been kind of helpful in the background and shit like that. So now I'm gonna get a chance to talk to him and say, hey, Vic,
dope,
now I'm
bro.
trying to do a little bit more. How do I go up? And that's gonna help us with it.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. That's in a way that's
what
like
is going on with
the
sound, bro? Is that me? You? I keep hearing.
Let me check if it's my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and it might be yours, it might be mine, because I'm doing the work from home shit, and I got whatever my Wi-Fi limitations are. I'm stretching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I barely got the Wi-Fi over here, so I don't know how good it is. I don't really be logged on like that. But
Vic just texted me. He said that it'll be a couple minutes. He said it'll be a couple minutes. Where's Kenny at? I feel like that was a Kenny moment. Hey, Vic just texted me on my phone right now. He said he'll be here in a minute.
Oh yeah,
this seems like a Kenny thing to say, a Kenny thing to do. Yeah, just a real low key light flex. My homie Vic. He texted me. I didn't.
Should we get a quick segment? Should we get a quick one for the people?
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Here, I love Ralph.
I want to hear his thoughts
or Rafa
on
or whatever alias.
Matchup. It would be nice though to hear Rafa's thoughts on this upcoming matchup against the Dallas Cowboys.
By the time he done talking about it, they're gonna be done playing.
Oh man,
what's up, Ralph? See, and
Shout
he
out
tricked me the
Captain
last time. Yeah, Cappy Ted. Shout out to Cappy Ted. He tricked me that last time because when he showed up, I'm like, Ralph, who is that? Let me just check on him. And it ended up being Cappy Ted, and I didn't know. He sneak attacked me on the show, but I like him. So we got to get him on here a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this might be the move. There's air conditioning in here. Compared to my garage, there's no air conditioning in the garage. It'll be hot as hell.
Bro, you shit look lighter and all kind of shit. You be in that garage.
Looking all distorted and shit.
You in that garage toasty.
For real.
Toasty.
I be cooking in there, bro. Shoot. Speaking of cooking shit, you see that Devontae tape?
Sorry, I did see a Devontae tape. I did see the Devontae tape. If I was smart and if I had my stuff together, I would already had it loaded and we'll be playing it right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's all good. It's on YouTube. We can link it. We can link it to the guys. If you ain't seen it yet, go ahead and go to either my page, Machiavelli24, or Black Team Biz on Twitter, and you'll see the links up there.
That's
People
exactly
are loving it. If you ain't seen it yet, tune in. You're gonna love that shit too. I bet.
Yeah, and see, Mike trying to go do a little bit different type of stuff with his movie thing. He going up, right? So everybody could post highlights, and then some people post commentary. Mike wants this shit to be a movie with an introduction. He got a storyline. He got voice clips, highlight plays, and a soundtrack. So he take the shit serious. It's like a little mini movie for real. So
yeah, I'm passionate about my video editing, and I'm passionate about my Raiders, bro. You already know, and it's like I like to tell a story. Like everything I do, I like to break it down and tell a story, just so that way people can get really drawn in and intrigued by it. Because sometimes it's cool to watch highlight tapes, but sometimes either the music's weak or it's just a bunch of clips. It's just transitions. It look kind of whack. You get me? Like sometimes you got to be able to like really draw the people's attention, and hopefully I did that with this one.
And it looks like you did. You know what I'm saying? It looks like you did. Hold on. Let me move my camera thing over here. I was wondering why everything was jacked up. I can't see right. You know I'm old, Mike. My eyes ain't good. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I don't like how they look. So I'll never do that. Oh, there we go. See, to me, my camera might be bad, but this monitor is so good. It's high definition to me. When I look at this monitor, I feel like I'm professional. Never mind whatever that is sitting behind me. Probably not professional.
You good.
And I'm sitting on Vic. So I'm not sure where Vic is from, you know what I'm saying? But Vic is on a very unique kind of time, similar to my kind of time. And he's running late. And that's all right, bro. Because I appreciate him. He was flexible. Because first we were supposed to do this at 1:00, then I was late. And then so he said he needs some more minutes. So we had to move it around a little bit. I had to do some real work. But the Raiders play the Cowboys this weekend. The Raiders play the Cowboys this weekend. And what we want to do is ask Vic, hey, he's getting ready to go to practice tonight. He's either going to practice tonight or the next night. And I want to see what is it that he's going to be asking in the locker room? What is it that we want to hear when we go on those Raiders interviews and they do that Raiders YouTube? Vic and those guys ask those questions. So what are those kind of questions that you want to get asked? Something simple. And I'm going to ask him stuff that probably different.
Maybe a good one, just because now that we're entering the second week of preseason on a much shorter than usual preseason that we would see. Who are some surprise cuts that we may potentially see?
The surprise cuts one. That one's going to suck a little bit. Hold on real quick. So I don't have my... Hold on. Be right back, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if y'all seen last week's episode, I hope y'all enjoyed. Or last night's episode. I'm sorry. Last night's episode. Hope y'all enjoyed. Somebody called this dude Ed Reed. Hey, that was probably one of the best ones. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but yeah. Hey, did you?
I don't know if you saw my real work from home attire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Hey, I got on a shirt and tie and some fucking basketball shorts.
Some basketball shorts. I hear you.
Yeah. This shirt ain't tucked into shit. Oh, look, it's not. Oh, look, we got Hollywood is here. Hollywood has just joined the backstage. I see you. I'm gonna add him to the stage. I'll give him no prep time. He's a professional. He does this all the time. He doesn't need anything. Okay. This is who we're talking about, and this is Vic Tafur. We're not gonna act like fans. We're co-workers now. Now I'm legitimate. I'm legitimate. There's somebody has a fake BTB page. Vic
Right.
Tafur, what's going on?
What's up, bud? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm glad you got a chance to come back in here. Well, come and see me this time.
Let's do
I've
it,
been
man.
following you for a long time, bro. What are you doing?
It's been a long time, man. 15 years. This is 15 years on this beat, so it's been a while.
Wow. You've been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah, my first year was Tom Cable's first full season as coach in 2010.
Oh, wow.
See, and I think I started following you probably about 2 years after that, somewhere around that. And that's when I started seeing a lot of the stuff. And Tom Cable, that was a crazy locker room time, was it?
Yeah, it's always, this locker room's always been crazy, man. As you know, watching this, it's a crazy team. A lot goes on every year. It's always, it's never a dull moment.
I know it's never a dull moment, but I mean, at that time, and then we didn't have Twitter and social media as popular at that time. And we had crazy stories coming out about whatever was going on the road trips between the coaching staff and whoever the visitors were and stuff like that. I would hear all kind of crazy stuff. Was it more crazy then, or we just don't hear about it as much now because of the social media type shit?
Yeah, it's probably. I think players are more guarded now. They're definitely, and people are definitely always aware there's cameras around and stuff. So I think it's probably just as crazy, just not as out there as it was back then. Because back then, people didn't know any better, so they would kind of act a fool, and people would see it. But now I think people are kind of, much more cautious.
Yeah. In your opinion, what was probably the wildest viral moment you'd say that you've seen happen, either within this locker room or another locker room? What was probably the wildest thing?
It's been so much. Man. All the Antonio Brown stuff was crazy. He was only here for like, I don't know, was it 3 months or 4 months? But it seemed like 4 years, man. Every day there was something, and you heard all kinds of crazy stories. Some stuff I think still not out there, but just a wacky, Gruden, he was always entertaining. So that probably jumps to the mind, but there's always been stuff going on as far as knuckleheads in the locker room and kind of guys who are always characters. A lot of characters in this locker room over the years, for sure.
There's a lot of characters, and then you always think, like, as a fan, right? Every time they change a general manager or a head coach or change anything, you think, oh, now it's going to be different, until probably halfway into another season or something, and then stuff looks familiar. This time, as a fan, I really feel like no, I'm just saying, like, the environment and stuff, and it looks different from the outside. Does it look different from the inside?
It does, because when you hear
I'm talking about the Oakland days when stuff was really crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear that phrase, the culture change. We're going to install a new culture, and usually that's just BS. I mean, usually, especially back in the old days, just get good players, man. If they play well, who cares what they do off the field as long as they win games? But now it's all about, does he love football? And it's just a tired cliche. But I do think this time it does seem different because Antonio's he's a former player, former undrafted player who paid his dues. I think he knows not only what the star players are thinking, but the guys at the bottom of the roster and bottom of the depth chart. So, yeah, it's a real good handle on things. I think this training camp, his focus was to get the team really tight, even tighter than it was last year. And I think he's done that. He's got a half of a new staff, and they've really come on. And I think there's reason to be excited about at least that part of it. I'm not sure about the quarterback stuff, and there's some holes in the roster, and who knows what's going to happen. But just as far as a team being a unified front and playing for the coach and playing for each other, I think this time Raider fans can really buy in, because I think this time it's the genuine deal.
Vic, in your opinion, what do you think this roster's ceiling is for the year?
That's a good question, man. So to me, I mean, the quarterback thing is obviously the first thing. So Gardner Minshew, I don't think he's going to be the guy. I think he'll be Aiden at first, but I think either one of those guys can win games. They're not going to be the reason you win, but they can definitely be reasons why you don't lose. I think the defense has to carry the offense this year, and I think Zamir White's going to be fine. I mean, big shoes to fill with Josh Jacobs, but I think Zamir and Madison will be okay. So, I know the Vegas over-under is 6.5. I think that's way too low. I'd probably say closer to,
I'm taking over.
I think 8-9 wins is probably where I would say is a nice little. This is possible to get over that. It's possible, but it's going to be tough.
It's going to be as far as the defense takes them. But what I kind of wanted to sidetrack a little bit, Vic, how hard is it every year, this time of year, answering these kind of questions. There ain't shit to talk about in football. And you guys got to be like, fuck all these canned answers. Like, because really, there's not a lot at this point in time. Now it's really, what can you really fucking do? We've been talking about these guys in basketball shorts. We've been talking about 40 times and measurables and culture changes and bulletin board bullshit. How hard is it for you to do your job when nobody is playing fucking football?
It is always tough, man. Especially like this year in Costa Mesa, we're there for like 2.5 weeks, and nothing happened. I mean, nothing fucking happened the whole 2.5 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
I watched Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell throw the ball into a net every freaking day. I mean, just not a lot of position battles, and some guys.
How long do you be out there looking at that shit?
2 hours a day. You're out there because you got to watch in case somebody gets hurt or somebody like breaks out or a Jack Jones. Fight or Jack Jones has a pick six. You got to be there to see it, but not a lot going on, man. I think sometimes writers, I'm not going to throw stones or anything, but they try and get excited. They try and like kind of get themselves fired up. So all of a sudden, Dylan Lobby is Christian McCaffrey. Like everyone's like, "Oh, this guy's incredible." I'm like, nothing is Dylan. Dylan's a great kid. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing anything close to a guy who's going to be a breakout guy this year. I mean, he's a good prospect. I think he'll be a contributor down the road. But as far as this year goes, anyone thinking he's going to be a guy like it's going to be a factor this year was really stretching it, really trying to find something to write about, and that's fine. Like you said, you gotta find something. You gotta write something every day. So that's an example of like you try and find things to get excited about.
Yeah, you're definitely. He's saying something that Corey's liking.
Thank you for validating that.
He's been saying he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it, whether it's the film or whether people have told him from what they've seen from practice. And he don't believe it.
It makes me sound like I'm a hater, right?
No, I'm with you. Yeah, because I don't want. I mean, again,
me sound like I'm a hater.
Yeah, nice kid. No, it's nice kid. Hey, I don't want to.
Maybe he's incredible. Maybe seen to know.
Yeah, to be that size.
Yeah, so I mean, he could be great and he could not. We just don't know yet.
You have to be super fast. Like to be that size of impact in the league, you got to be something like like wow every day, like wow. And I love again, great kid, high ceiling, whatever. But I'm not saying there's a wow factor right now.
And when's the last time you looked on the field and you just said, wow, right? Are there any players or anything that are doing that now where you look out there, wow, or are you kind of numb to this at this point? I mean, 15 fucking years. I don't know. You've seen Randy Moss, Devontae Adams, you've seen all kind of shit. So
yeah, I mean,
do you say wow anymore?
Well, we mentioned Antonio Brown, and I get why people were trying to, lose their minds to give him a job, because when he practiced the 4 or 5 times, you're like, holy shit, this guy is incredible. Or like, or Max Crosby destroys practice, or like, Devontae Adams every now and then, Josh Jacobs. Who the first guy was when I was first on the beat was Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden at a training camp was, unbelievable. You couldn't catch the guy. Was like, turn the corner and he was gone, had some moves. I mean, that's a guy who will really impress you at practice. And those guys are, kind of far and few between over the years, because everyone's talented at this point. So to really jump out at a practice, you got to be something special.
Yeah, most definitely. And honestly,
it's hard to do that because at the end of the day, they're still all professionals.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone's getting a check. So even the guys at the bottom of the roster were studs at some point, either in college or high school. So everyone has got some ability.
Absolutely. Normally, as a fan, we're used to seeing years where there's a lot of controversy, honestly, when it comes to the team. As a beat writer, how does it feel just seeing the fact that there hasn't really been no crazy controversy? Is that like a bit of a relief on your end, or is it, or more so like something that you kind of look forward to at times?
I mean, usually it cracks me up, but it can get old. And the Derek Carr stuff got old after year 6. I couldn't deal with any more of the. And I think this year you can kind of see it a little bit in the hiding in the bushes, like the Minshew O'Connell thing. People right now like, we don't care, whatever. But once a guy's picked, the other camp's like, our guy's better, that guy sucks. It's going to happen. I mean, it's just the way it is.
And it's going to be stupid.
Yeah, so I think we've been lucky so far. It's been quiet, but yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I think Twitter for me and social media always kind of cracks me up, and so I get a good laugh at guys, and they like, hey man, Terrell Pryor's the next, big thing, and Matt McGloin sucks, and like, whatever. I mean, I think we get a little overexcited. But again, it's all good, man.
When's the last time you got shocked though? You ever think that like, you ever watch a guy in practice or something and he doesn't really look like who knows what, and then all of a sudden this guy he's just fucking incredible. Does that ever happen to you or no?
It is hard to shock me at this point. I'm pretty jaded, but I'll say that the Jack Jones pick against the Jack Jones pick where he's in the air, kind of hanging back, and he got the ball. That was a shocking moment. I think Jack.
I'm pretty jaded. I don't fucking like anything anymore.
I feel like in general they didn't really appreciate that play enough because that's very difficult to do. Just the fact that he read it like that before even the offensive players did, like that's insane. I felt like that might have been the best defensive play of the year, honestly. I may be a little biased, but that was an incredible play.
That's one of the best I've ever seen. I remember talking to him afterwards where he was just like, I jumped too soon. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm just hanging there, and the ball comes, so I snag it. I'm like, that's not normal behavior, man. That doesn't, he's got a chance.
But he made it look crazy.
He did. He's got a chance.
He makes it look crazy. He had another preseason play where he got another interception, and I like to say that he only got the interception because our defensive line is the best that's ever been produced in the NFL right now, right? I guess that's kind of where we're going with our defense. And I'm unrealistic fan, and I'm leading the charge. I'm going to do some of these highlight videos. I'm going to get people riled up, and I'm going to get shit carried away.
No, it makes sense because if this team is going to be, better than expected, the D line has to be like really great. It has to be like Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, Kuntz, even Tyree's got to make some plays. John Jenkins in the middle. So there's depth there. So there's a chance for that D line to be good against the run and the pass and kind of make things easier for everybody else on the roster.
I think 97 sneaks on the field. I appreciate it. I'm glad that Vic even came on here, right? Give me a little bit of credibility. Notoriety to come hang out with us for a couple of minutes.
Your wife might not give you
in a Hawaii shirt. I want to take down the banner just so we could swim out. I'm just be honest with you. What'd you say?
I said your wife might not give you.
All I could do, I could just show a different copy, but it's not. It's not. I'm at work from home right now. My bandwidth is maxed out. So I told Vic I was only going to hold him hostage for 10, 15 minutes. And I appreciate you coming in. I'm getting ready to get out of here too. But I'm glad that you guys came in here. I'm going to chop this up and I'm going to make this look sensational, just like we do camp highlights.
All right, buddy.
I'm going to do the same thing, sensationalize it. Vic, everybody follow Vic. He's at The Athletic, right? He writes for the Raiders. He writes for The Athletic. And you can find him on social media on Instagram. Are you on Instagram, Vic, or just Twitter?
I'm trying to get going, and I was, but I'm not doing much. But I'm trying to get that going. I'm too old, man. But I'm gonna try and be hip and get the gram going. But mostly on social Twitter, and we got this new podcast, the Just Win podcast, that's been going pretty good. So that's the main place you can find me.
Yeah, someone asked about the Just Win podcast. Is that just that on Spotify or Apple or what?
Right now we're on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. I think we're going to try and get that big YouTube money at some point. But
okay,
it's good. We've had some guests on so far. Eric Allen I thought was great. We're going to have Malcolm Kuntz on in a couple of days. So I think it'll be a fun way to kind of take a different look at things week to week.
Nice. I'm going to definitely tune into the Malcolm Kuntz one because I want to say I'm one of the original Malcolm Kuntz fans. I always find some defensive lineman that's at the middle of the roster, and I try to say he's the best in the world just so I can say I'm the first one to say it. So I feel like Malcolm Kuntz is one of those guys I was able to do that on. So I can't wait to watch that.
He's about to get paid, man. They'll give you a cut, man. He's about to get a lot of money.
That'll be nice. Hopefully it's with the Raiders.
Tell him I drive a 2008 Cadillac and it just broke down. Hook me up.
I'll tell him, man. It's okay. He's a good dude.
Appreciate you coming in, Vic. I appreciate you coming in, Mike. I stayed on the show for today, man. I got to get back on the clock.
Good luck with this stuff, man. I'm sure I'll see you at some point in Vegas. So we'll raise a glass.
You definitely will. I'll see you soon, Vic.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you, Vic.
Yep.
Ian, this Wi-Fi is fucked today.
Damn.
It's fucked today.
Somebody in the comments.
I don't know why this shit was fucked today.
Crazy.
Nah, I couldn't really do shit. I'm on the clock and I had to do the shit fast. So I got to get back on right now. And I don't know what the fuck is up with the computer. It's the same exact shit I use every time. And today is choppy. So
It happens, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
But hey, that was dope. It was dope that we had Vic on. I remember I seen somebody on the timeline